And we're live. Oh, hello. Happy Tuesday, everyone. How has that full moon energy been treating you? I know yesterday was a quantum adventure for myself, a story that I will tell, I'm sure, in the future once it's more ingested and integrated. But overall, super lovely day and still basking in this full moon energy. I am here at my Airbnb in Costa Rica. I will be here for a few more days. If you are new to me or my channel or my broadcast, my name is Kayla. I am an empowerment coach, a mindset coach. My background is in psychology, and I really combine psychology and spirituality to help people make mindset and habit shifts, usually ones I've done for myself, and then I share that with other people. And yeah, I've been working on putting together my first signature online offer, like the Wealthy Witch Academy, and I will be hosting a free online workshop this Thursday. We have like 15 people registered already, which is like super grateful. You can continue to register. I'll put the link in the descriptions. But that is me when I'm not studying psychology, self-help, self-improvement. I like to practice meditation, and I love my tarot cards. So I thought, why not start doing a Tarot Tuesday to really, share that with people. All right, so I was having trouble streaming the Facebook. La. Hold on. All right, so yeah, I'm on StreamYard basically, which is a new streaming platform, and I'm streaming on my Facebook page, inside my Facebook group, and then on YouTube. But it's saying something is coming up with streaming inside my Facebook group. So if you're there and you're not catching the stream, you can go to my Facebook page or my YouTube channel. But yeah, the intention of this space, the Tarot Tuesday container, is to do readings for anyone that would be interested in a reading. All I ask is that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then you can get a reading. So yeah, we have Tarot Tuesday. We have a little bit about myself, and then I would also like to open up the space with like a short meditation and just like intention setting. And then I will have some announcements, and then we will get into the readings, and then that will wrap up our Tarot Tuesday show. So yeah, just wanting time for people to come into the space still. I'll do a short meditation now. So if you're here, if you're tuning into this live, or if you are just watching a replay, that's fine. The invitation is to close your eyes and just take a moment to connect with your breath, really connecting with the energy inside yourself and in the cosmos right now. Taking a moment for deep gratitude for all that is, for all you've received on your journey. Gratitude for all the people that you've crossed paths with, everyone you've been able to help, and everyone who has helped you. Grateful for the opportunities that you take to deepen your practice, whatever that might be, for however long that might be. Seeing every day as a fresh start and comparing yourself not with others, but to who you were yesterday. Looking for just little bits of growth every day that compound. Staying open to what your intention or questions might be. What you would want the cards to reveal to you. Doing a quick body scan from your head to your toes. Seeing if there's any tension. and seeing if you can relax your body using your breath and your awareness. On your inhales, breathing in vibrant life force energy. And on your exhales, breathing out any stagnant or stuck energy. A few more breaths here. And when you're ready, you can bring your attention back to the room, letting your eyes flutter open, and hopefully feeling a tad more revitalized as we will begin the tarot readings. Again, if you are just tuning in, my name is Kayla, intuitive tarot reader, empowerment mindset coach. And this is Tarot Tuesday, where you can get a card pulled for yourself. Just be subscribed to the YouTube channel and put it in the comments that you would like a card read for yourself. I'm going to put the YouTube channel in the chat description. All right, there we go. So without further ado, also, yeah, if you're catching this live, cool. I so appreciate y'all. If you are tuning into this at a later date, just don't hesitate to comment any questions that you might have, what's coming up for you, how I could make the space to better serve people who are like magical people interested in further honing their skills and their uniqueness. And yeah, I feel like a seed of my intention to more consistently show up in the space and serve a clientele is rooted in my own journey in awakening my intuitive gifts, and like what a journey that was. I remember, I talked a little bit about this yesterday, like thinking no one else was like me, thinking that I had to repress my gifts to be loved. Like, is that really love? No, I don't think so. Just all these things that came up that make me really want to share my journey, show up more consistently, and hold space for people who might be going through similar things. So like I said, there is the YouTube channel where I have some magical musings, but also more personal stuff, showing my like adventurous lifestyle, my digital nomad lifestyle basically, and have the Facebook group Wild Wealthy Witches to more focus on activating personal magic, practical magic, intuitive gifts, and being like really like challenging our self-doubt and limiting beliefs and behaviors, and build community to support each other. And so yeah, what I'm doing right now is what I do every day. So before I even pull a tarot card, I have an alchemical journaling practice that I was inspired by and learned from Dr. Carolyn Elliott, magical sister. Look up to her so much in her badassery, and she has a podcast called The Alchemical Journey, and she talks about an alchemical journal. So I also have a different video on my YouTube channel about my alchemical journaling process, but I basically have like a magical book, and when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I write down is my dreams. I write down my dreams. And because I'm also like a very active dreamer, I love dreams as a tool for navigating and exploring the subconscious mind. And so I write about my dreams, and then I pull a tarot card. shuffle, pull the card. And then I write about the cosmos, which essentially I write where the sun is, so Taurus. And then I write about like where the moon is. So I have this app called Moonly that I really like and I think is cool. And let's pull up Moonly. So yeah, right now it has the moon. I don't know if you can see it. You definitely can't see it, but it has the moon in Libra. So it's like sun is in Taurus, moon is in Libra. It's like now waning. We're getting away from that full moon energy. But I do like a 3-day full moon experience. You know what I mean? There's like the up, there's the peak, and then there's like the down. So like we're coming down from peaking yeah, with the full moon energy, but it's like it's still juicy if you're ever thinking like, oh, I missed the full moon, or like I didn't do my ritual. Just like still do it. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like I would say a day before and a day after the full moon is still like a juicy, potent time to work with the full moon energy. Like don't be discouraged, but that's just me and what I do. But Moonly, this app, it has where the moon is at, a little description, and then it has the cosmic resonance of the day of the week. So Tuesday, Mars Day, masculine energy, decisive actions, important tasks, physical activity, all of that. So I do like the cosmos. And then part 4 of my everyday ritualistic alchemical journaling practice is to write about like my excited intentions of the day. Like what do I get to do today that would make me like super stoked? Like I get to do this. How cool. And then I write that down. And then once I'm done writing all of that down for the day, usually over like a potion, cup of coffee, all good. Yeah. I look back at the previous day at my excited intentions and I think, did I actually do it? Why or why not? You know what I mean? So yeah, I've been talking to people asking like, what are your biggest struggles when it comes to your practical magic or developing your gifts? And they can say, like, I don't know where to start. And I would just highly recommend journaling as a place to start. It doesn't even have to be as extensive as that 4-part alchemical journaling practice inspired by Carolyn Elliott that I just described. It can be as simple as writing down how you feel, writing anything. Just, I think for myself, waking up and putting pen to paper first thing really helps me discharge anything that might be going on in my space, like any like hangover, funky energy from dream space. It just really helps me feel more empowered in starting my day every day. And yeah, so I just been shuffling as I'm talking about the journaling practice. I'm about to pull a card. So essentially I almost just unconsciously shuffle and then a card might pop out and then that's the one that once read. Or other times, let me see if I can bend this. Other times I will like put the cards out like this. I'll put them out like this. Excuse me. And then I like really just like feel out what is coming up. So like this one is coming up. Oh, jeez. We got the High Priestess. All right, y'all. Card number 1, as you've seen me draw, is the High Priestess. Also, I love this deck, like the Rider-Waite, or like the original tarot deck. It's super cool. Interesting backstory on the artist, the creator behind it. And I also resonate more with this deck, which is not the Rider-Waite deck, but it has more Egyptian, African-centric people. It's just more brown people on these cards, you know, with like Egyptian vibes that I can really get down with. So look at her, badass queen. Okay. So yeah, in Tarot Tuesday, I draw cards, yeah, but I also just talk about different aspects of the tarot and reading tarot from what I've learned in my journey. And I find the tarot a beautiful tool, kind of like dream work, like a tool to get at the unconscious or subconscious mind, get at like what is actually underneath what's going on, like not what does it appear to be on the surface, like what's actually going on here. So when I look at the tarot or work with the tarot, before even looking outside of myself, like, Googling it, reading a little book, whatever, I'm to the point where I just channel whatever is coming up for myself with the card. And then maybe after that, I will still look something up if I really want to go deeper. But that's not to say if you're looking up, like, what does this card mean or what does that card mean? Like, more power to you. Like, research and look up whatever the heck you want. Like, that does not make you any less a witch, any less like a magical person, any less intuitive. Nada. I'm just merely saying what I do. So we have the High Priestess card. And first, I talk about it in my last stream, but there's in the tarot what's called like the major arcana and the minor arcana. The major arcana are these cards corresponding to the macrocosm, the greater universe, like the out there, the cosmos. The minor arcana corresponding to the microcosm, like the self, the person. And of course, we have one of the laws of nature, laws of reality, correspondence. As above, so below. As major arcana, so is the minor arcana. As within, so without. So it's all corresponding, but it's getting at like a fractal level of what's going on, experience, existence. So we have the High Priestess, which exists in the major arcana. So when I get this card, I don't think on an ego level, like, oh, I am the High Priestess. Like, I can play that out if I would want to, but I'm more so thinking, okay, this is like the overarching High Priestess. Like, the High Priestess in me sees the High Priestess in you type of thing. Like the archetypal High Priestess energy that we can all tune into on the individual level whenever we would want to. And like, how cool is that? This energy just existing for us to channel and embody whenever the moment is most called for that, So right off the bat, I see the card as major arcana. Here we go. High Priestess archetype, like the High Priestess of everyone, men and women everywhere. And then I see at the top, the number 2. So we can also do some number decoding. The number 2, numerology, duality, a feminine number, sun and moon, 1 and 2. The moon actually corresponding to the number 2, as the sun is corresponding to the number 1. And with the moon, we have a similar energy as the High Priestess, this intuitive, feminine, kind of dark, mysterious energy. And it's interesting that it's coming up during this full moon time, because like that is the energy on the macrocosmic, the out there level that is going on right now. This moon changing, intuitive, feminine energy. So that is the number 2. Basically, when you look it up in numerology, it corresponds to the moon. And I'm talking specifically about Jordish numerology. I've studied a bit of that last year, and I can put links in the description if you're interested in learning more about numerology, essentially. But I like seeing the correspondence between, colors, numbers, symbols, like the correspondence. So you can look at one thing and literally see how it corresponds to these other elements of it. And it's like pulling this thread of reality to see like, oh, whoa, this thing keeps showing up in this way across all these different cultures. And it's not something to like take someone else's word for it. It's really like play with it and look for yourself and like start becoming a decoder of reality. And I think it gets a lot more fun. You know what I mean? So we have homegirl, High Priestess, number 2. We decoded the major arcana, the number 2, and now basically what else is coming up is what I've already said, just the High Priestess, this symbol of intuition and femininity and like softness, but also a fierceness if it comes toward it. So in the tarot, there's the High Priestess and the Empress. The Empress, you can think, is more the sovereign queen, the bad bitch in charge of like worldly affairs and business and like get stuff done, working with the emperor. They are like politicians, the rulers, but very much like of the world. And then you have the High Priestess and the Magician, who are more the like spiritual correspondence to the more worldly or material Emperor, Empress. We have the Magician and the High Priestess. So that's how you can kind of think about it. The High Priestess is, you know, she might be the oracle. She's downloading her vision. She might be like a visionary artist doing things like that, but she might not be balancing a checkbook or, you know, designing a new store like the Empress might be doing. And again, these aren't rigid, these aren't hard and fast. We're just talking archetypes. We're talking like at any situation or any case, what is the best energy for you to embody to show up and get the results that you're looking for in that space. If you are at a job interview, you might want to channel the Empress, the freaking queen, you know what I mean? But if you're at like a full moon drum circle ceremony, you might want to channel the High Priestess and like dance naked around a fire. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, we have all of these archetypes to really respectfully play with. And I think it's so cool. And I know there are people that get into like the archetype game hard and fast. And they're like, what is your archetype? Pick one, you're there. But I resonate more so with the school of thought that is, yeah, we might have like a predisposition to embody a certain archetype based on where we're born, when we're born, our soul incarnation. And a more fun game to play is I'm not limited to one archetype. I get to choose exactly what archetype I best need in any given moment. And yeah, for myself, it makes the totality and the series of games a lot more fun because it's ultimately less limiting. You know, if you can be any archetype or know that you are already all of the archetypes, and then you can download the energy that can best serve based on the context instead of feeling stuck and limited to any one archetype. So that is the High Priestess. She came out to say, hey, happy moon time. First card here on Tarot Tuesday. Thank you for showing up, hun. And again, this Tarot Tuesday box is to not only educate about tarot and share my passion and interest with it, but I will pull a card for you. I just need you to be subscribed to the YouTube channel and leave a comment that you want a card pulled for you, because I don't know if you want one if you don't leave a comment. So I'll be looking in the comments if you want a card pulled. But until then, I will get shuffling and pull another card. I think last week we did 3-card pull, and that seemed pretty sufficient. So we're here and we're juggling, shuffling the cards still. Blah, 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 blah. And like I said, when I do this practice, it's for myself. Hello, MF. Hello. Hey, how is it going? Someone commented, yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, when I do this, may I have a card pull for a love reading? Okay. MF wants a card pull for a love reading, which we will get into. So yeah, MF just asked that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, but now we will be doing a card pull love reading for MF. Also, if you're open to it, if you could put like more specifically what you're wondering about, because that will help with clarity. I feel like love reading seems pretty general. We can keep it general, but feel free to add more details if you would want to. But like I was saying, when I do this practice in the morning, I just pull one card for myself in like the shuffly sense. A card might pop out. That's what you can do as well. And there's like and subscribe. Thank you. Hey, you're welcome. Okay, we're doing thank you, MF. But then it can also do like shuffle and then spread the cards out like in yonder. So all right, and then we also want to remember that when we pull a card, it's not to be taken literally so much as it is to be decoded. So here we go. We're pulling a card for love reading for MF. All right, possibly getting back together with my child's father soon. Okay, we got the King of Staffs. This is what's coming up, and like I don't know anything about your situation. I am just like downloading what is coming from these cards, and I don't know how much y'all know about King of Staffs, but it is in the minor arcana. So as I said before, major arcana, minor arcana. So this is the microcosm. We can see it as more reading into our personal relationships and what is going on. So have the minor arcana, so more like self level, human level versus cosmos out there level. Then we have the king. So the king symbolizes like a very evolved energy. It is like the most mature, masculine, clearly. It's balanced. It's not to say it's perfect, but it is like trying very hard to be refined, to be like a support structure to help everyone else in like the family or the kingdom really get their needs met and thrive. So king is not to be confused with like perfect man. It is just to say this energy is to a point in its evolution where it can really show up as kingly, as the means to support other people, the means to have patience and guide other people and all of that. So it's a very comfortable type of energy, you know, like you can depend on the king and all that. All right, may I have a reading too, please? I'm going through neutral divorce. Yes, Megan, we will pull your card next. We have the King of Staffs for MF going on. So like I said, we have minor arcana, personal, king, this very evolved, mature masculine energy, and then staffs. So staffs basically corresponds to willpower, action, staff, like very much like determined, I am here, staff, here we go. So it's like it's very mature, consistent, competent willpower. You can think like solar plexus. So we have all of that going on. And yeah, so you're saying possibly getting back together with child's father. And I think like, I don't know, the King of Staffs, I think is a very fitting card. I don't know where this person is at or like what the relationship is like, but I would say even just in your own space, thinking like relating to this energy, King of Staffs, okay, this mature masculine energy that can really show up and have strong work ethic, strong willpower, and literally like in your own meditation, like cultivate this energetic bubble of King of Staffs energy and see how people are showing up in alignment with that energy. Like, let me know if that makes sense, but it's essentially an invitation for whoever you're wanting to step up and into this King of Staffs energy. Because like, what did I say before? These are energies that we can embody and channel to best play out whatever we would like. So you can, you know, like that's manifestation, that's saying, you know what, whether this guy or that guy or whether this person or that person, like I'm manifesting someone into my life that is really bringing this King of Staffs energy or is really bringing whatever energy that you're wanting. And like that is manifestation. And like look out, because someone is going to come through with that energy to the point where it's like creepy or whatever. And then you have to figure out how to really show up and dance with that energy that you've summoned into your life. But yeah, I think King of Staffs is like archetypically or symbolically very much a provider, very much someone that can take care of children, someone who's ready to lead and do what they need to do. So whether that is your child's father, I like wish or invite you to just like sit with this energy, see how like foreign or familiar it might seem, and figure out if that is an energy that you vibe with, if you even want that in your life, and all of that. Thanks so much. I love your energy. You seem so intellectual. I'll be tuning into you a lot more. Oh, thank you. I very much can get heady with information, and I want to make sure it's like grounded and people are understanding it. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. May you rejoice in your inner and outer King of Staffs energy. So much juicy, good stuff there. Again, thank you so much. Best wishes on your relationship journey. Oh, and that is all I have right now as far as King of Staffs. In a moment, we are going to do another reading. This will be for Megan, who is going through a mutual divorce. So again, thank you to everyone tuning in. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to follow up with me in like a private message or something like that. It is my honor to give you any like reflection or feedback as to what is going on. And again, I'm not like a licensed therapist by any means. I do have a bachelor's in psychology from Ohio State, and I'm Reiki 1 and 2 certified, but I'm more in the witchy life coach sector. You know what I mean? So I say all that to say, if something is ever coming up for you that it feels like too much to handle, feels like depression, anxiety, mental healthy type of stuff, I just, don't hesitate to go see a mental health professional and just do what you need to do to navigate these intense energies. Like, whoa, we are alive out here. That is not something small. So again, I am just kind of holding space and ruminating on the question, or like the whole, like where we're exploring, which is more like relationships right now. And I stay shuffling. I definitely will. Thank you for extending the offer. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Yes. The point of these spaces are to connect with like real people tuning in and have it be like a conversation. And I love that is becoming, super grateful. So again, we're shuffling the cards. Not that they have to be in a particular order, but I feel like it helps me get, just like touching more and more of the cards gets it all like charged and juicy or whatever. So shuffling, and then gonna do one of these again. Put it down and we spread it out like this. And here we go, there's me. All right, this card pull is for Megan. And then we harmony. Okay, pull for Megan. Go for this one. All right, like these cards don't play, and we have the Death card. We have the Death card. We really, really do. And I feel like this card, or like I know this card, can be super intimidating. And really quick, Harmony, yes, you will be next. The Death card can be and like is super intimidating, and no wonder why. Death is one of the most intimidating, if not the most intimidating, changes and transformations that is like guaranteed for us as humans. So on one hand, it's like this great mystery, this great beyond, like what the heck is death? I don't know. I'm like afraid of it. At the same time, it is like the one guarantee we have in life, right? Like, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, we might not have kids, we might not get married, we might not, like, go to college or travel or whatever, but like, for sure, like, what else does everyone have in common as far as like the most significant change and transformation that we have as human beings? Death. So it's such a confusing duality of like wanting to avoid this thing and being so afraid of it, but at the same time having such assurance that like you will for sure get this thing. So we have, ultimately the physical death of the body, and death, when it comes up in the tarot, is rarely ever about physical death, right? I feel like that's when people get scared. They're like, I don't want to die. And it's like, listen, you are for sure going to die. 1, 2, I doubt it will be anytime soon. Don't worry. But the death card is symbolic death. So some of the time, like, death will come with the Tower card. And these are kind of like symbolic cards, meaning like, hey, what you're going through right now, it is ending. It is transforming in a way that is like on par with one of the gnarliest changes and transformations that you will ever know. So it's like not only change and transformation, but like a radical one. And I feel like in my experience and in people who I've worked with, it's not the death and the change that is the hardest part or like the most hurtful part. It's when people or myself, when you resist it and like resist letting go from what is like totally flowing, not out of your life, but like changing and transforming. Like, when that resistance is there and it's like really like rigid and brittle and like holding on, that's when the most pain and suffering can come into play in my experience and what I have learned. So it's the sense of, it sounds kind of corny or whatever, but trusting and really, radical trust and letting go and knowing that time will be one of your biggest allies on the journey. And after death, like sinking into the juicy knowing of ultimately after death, there is always rebirth, there's renaissance, there is new life that can only really be birthed and flourished from this like proper death, like proper decomposition, proper shadow work and grieving, you know what I mean? Like, just even if you are strong enough to really embrace, like, I am going to let this go, I know there is a rebirth on the other side of this, there's still grief work to be done. And I feel like we think of like physical death and then grieving that, but I feel like we might not grieve the symbolic deaths or like the ending of relationships as much as we could benefit from, basically. So an invitation to really drop into grief work, an invitation to radically like let go and trust, and an invitation to get really excited and stoked about the eventual, not rushing it, but the eventual rebirth and the renaissance of self coming from this death. Like, it's endings, it's change, it's radical transformation, but it's so much more than that. And I feel like if we can master or better cultivate the art of like conscious dying and rebirth in its symbolic sense, not only will we better meet our final death, like it's like the super kind of morbid but like Zen practice of meeting death, we also just we have an easier time of navigating the inevitable changes and transitions of life. You know what I mean? So again, not to say it will be easy or feel good. Definitely a call for grief work, however that might be showing up for you, but like a deep knowingness, deep down, a seed of light always, a seed of more life always, and a trusting in a higher power, whether that's like your higher self or however you conceive of a higher power, a trusting in that, to know that this is all for the betterment of everyone and everything. And again, time being like a really good ally to getting through everything. And yeah, that feels like a kind of all I have to say or channel about that. And again, I want to say again, not to say that accepting the inevitability of death makes it easy or feel good. There is still grief work that needs done, but just, yeah, dropping into this is ultimately inevitable and for the greater good of everyone. And yeah, again, here's the card. We have, the Ankh, the symbol of eternal life. We have, the death, psychopomp, Anubis, like a symbol of a guide in even navigating that. So, also an invitation to see who can be your death doula, who can be your guide through these times, really reaching out to other people, not essentially not going through it alone or isolating yourself, basically. Thank you. I needed to hear that. I'm looking absolutely in that grief stage. I'm looking forward to the change. I'm feeling more relaxed and will let my emotions flow more to get through it. Yeah, totally. I would say like as radically as possible going through this, because you might not ever go through this again. And it's a sense of like going through it now so you can get everything you need from the experience on like a cosmic or like a soul sense, to where you don't have to go through this particular thing again, knowing that support is out there, knowing community is out there, and knowing with every single moment you're moving farther through your process and getting through the other side, and just surrendering to however long that might take, you know what I mean? And then knowing that there are infinite professionals out there to move you through any point you might be going through of the grief process or the moving on process. And yeah, just deepest regards for sharing this in the space right now. I wish you all the best. Thank you. And yeah, death card is going back in the deck now. Let me see. All right. Again, thank you, Megan. And thank you, MF, for your openness and vulnerability as we flow through this space. I am now shuffling the cards again. And we have up next, we have Harmony. Oh, yeah, I can show the comment. We have Harmony, who is wanting a reading right now. The question being, will I be getting the amount of money I'm expecting this week? I don't know. Let's see what the cards have to say. And then like sometime if the cards are feeling like chunky, I would describe it as chunky. I like straight up shuffle it like a deck of cards. So like this, and like just like, because I don't know, the energies of the last few cards, like the death card especially, was pretty heavy. So it's a sense of like, I want to help flow with the cards, help like balance the cards within the deck. So we're shuffling. Oh, okay. I don't know if you all saw that, but when I was shuffling, a card straight like popped out. A card straight popped out as I was shuffling. And when that happens, that's the freaking card I look at. And the card that popped out is the 10 of coins. Holy crap. Again, we had a money question. Let me put it back up on the screen. Will I be getting the amount of money I'm expecting this week? We have the 10 of coins. So like, I mean, are you getting the amount of money you expect this week? I don't know, but like the energy of this card is, what do you think it is? It's like, yo, we have so many coins. We have like queen, we have king, we have child. The child is like coming up underneath all of this abundance. It knows this abundance and wealth, and then it's sharing. It's like sharing with the little dog. This is like happy. This is like this is epic for sure. this is cool. No, like I'm not even wondering if I'm getting some amount of money this week, but this card is like, yo, anyone tuning into this, understand that you can channel this energy whenever you want to. Oh, it's so full and fulfilling. So basically, back to like symbols and stuff like that. We have the 10 of coins. I'm expecting, that's why. Yeah. Oh, wow, that is crazy. Oh my God, it's so cute. But basically, we have the 10 of coins, which is minor arcana, so like personal life and self and all of that. Coins is a suit that corresponds to the physical plane, money, the earthly realm, job, finances, earth, like root chakra, like foundational type things. And that is what this is of. And we also have the number 10. So basically 10 is at the end of a cycle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's a sense of like numbers keep adding on. Like this is growing the abundance. This is like looking at the money in your checking account or your bank account grow. Like this is like adding another zero, another zero, another zero, another zero. You know, it's like zero being just this one symbol, but put it behind any other number and it like boop, 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 boop. So I'm thinking like exponential growth, like from one seed, you can plant one seed and have a whole bunch of fruit on a tree. It's like that, it's that energy. And it's so cool because ultimately, what does this energy let us do? What does this energy of like exponential growth from one thing, many more things, what does it let us do? Abundance, exactly. It lets us, you know, have a family. That could look like having babies. It could look like literally planting this beautiful garden. It can look like so many things beyond literally having a family. But like symbolically, this means like you have the means to have your house in order. It's like such inspiring, fruitful energy to be working with. And yeah, so this card, I know I said like read it symbolically, but it's like coming through so literal to me. It's just like abundance, family, enough to share, super grounded and practical. We asked about finances, and no, we for sure asked about finances. In Pentacles like jumped, like 10 of Pentacles jumped out of the deck as I'm shuffling. So like basically if you're not getting some like expected amount of money this week, like bottom line, don't be limited by that. Like embrace if you want to. And again, an invitation to anyone tuning in and like feeling the energy, embrace the 10 of coins energy if there is a moment for it. If it's like, am I expecting to get paid or something this week? Like again, like through a meditation or something, 10 of coins energy, like I am abundance, like I am existing underneath all of these coins. And if not getting what you're desiring or expecting, if not that, something just as good or better. That's a mantra that I learned from one of my magical friends. Like, if not this thing, something just as good or better. So it's like, yo, this is for you. It will not miss you, but it might not look exactly how you are expecting or wanting it to look, you know, but it's like still stay open to your blessings, no matter how they show up. This is wonderful. You're an amazing reader. Thank you. How long have you been doing tarot? I've been doing it for a few years now. I used to have it as like a pretty central component of my business. I would like do readings for people in person. And I really, really, really loved it as a tool or like a medium to connect with people and talk through different parts of the human experience. But then I really got away from it for a bit. And then I've been doing my personal tarot practice as part of my morning journaling practice for a year or more now, like every single day, tarot every single day. And then recently I felt called to open up readings to other people. And that's what I've been doing. I plan on doing like Tarot Tuesday for, I don't know, the the unforeseen future, because I'm really enjoying. I have enjoyed for years this as a tool, and I feel established enough in my personal practice where I can open it up to other people. So yeah, we have again 10 of coins, the like abundant, beautiful family energy out here. We got wealth, we got financial security, long-term success, family, like legacy building. This is good energy. I'm so grateful. And then yeah, I thank the card. I'm like, yo, this hopped out of the deck, like thanks for showing up, like right here right now. And so yeah, what did we have? We had today the King of Staffs, we had the Death card, and then we had the 10 of Coins. And Harmony, you are so welcome. It totally popped. Best of luck to you and all of your juicy abundance. I hope and know things will go well. Again, if not exactly how you're expecting it, in some alternative type of way. Extremely powerful cards. That has been 3 for today. We did 3 last week as well. So I will be wrapping up this week's Tarot Tuesday readings. Like, oh my gosh. So grateful if I have helped or inspired or like influenced how you've looked at like your situation, or looked at like tools that can help you look at your situation, that I've done my job. It is my honor to be here again. Yeah, just so grateful to everyone that tuned in. You can catch me on live streams on like my YouTube channel and inside my Facebook group, Wild Wealthy Witches. We are we are streaming Mondays and Tuesdays. There's Magic Mondays and Tarot Tuesdays at 11 a.m. right now, Central Standard Time. Because I'm in Costa Rica right now. And I also have spots still open for the Wild Wealthy Witches free masterclass this Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm excited for that. Yeah, other than that, I still have a free, definitely get you here next time. Yeah, what up? Come next week. And then yeah, I have a like what's your witchy personality type quiz that people have been taking, and it's really fun. I'm actually like tinkering around with it, so it's version like 1.5 or like 1.2 right now. So yeah, I will link everything in the description. And I feel just like I want to close the space before hopping off. Again, you're welcome to like shut your eyes or just get comfortable. A moment of gratitude. Thank you to everyone who has tuned in. If you're tuning into this live, or if you are tuning into this at a later recording, awesome. Feel free to tune in next week. And also you can catch previous week's recordings on my YouTube channel. You can like, share, subscribe, all of that. Deepest gratitude, deep blessings to everyone tuning in, and however you are tuning in, an invitation to really utilize the energies that are coming up for the greatest and highest good for all. Again, thank you. I hope you have a really awesome rest of your day, a really awesome rest of your week. I hope that you can navigate conflict and change with grace and ease. I hope you have people and support systems that you can depend on. I hope that you feel empowered and inspired. And if you are feeling overwhelmed, knowing you can always drop into stillness, meditation, breath work, if only for a few moments, a few deep breaths, just seeing how much change that can really affect, and looking at a problem or situation after that process of grounding and centering, how different or how approachable and manageable that problem can really seem. And yeah, until next time, peace out. Love you all.